guys, it's Jaron with CulverCreek Trading Company here for another Food Truck Thought Thursday. Today I want to talk about something that a lot of people are probably not interested in, but I think it's a very important part of what we do. And that being said, it is the answer to the number one question I get all the time. Now, that question is usually, how do I get started in this business? You know, I may have my grandmother's recipe, or I found this niche environment that I really want to sell. I've got some savings saved up and I'm ready to take the first step. What is it? For me, that answer is always some sort of a food sanitation and safety course. Now, I realize this is the part where a lot of people are going to go away from this video and not watch what I have to say, but if you have not worked in this industry, you are at an extreme disadvantage of just understanding the ins and outs of the operation. And most of that has to do with how we safely serve, hold, cook, all that with food, and it's very, very important. I say that saying, if you have been in this industry a long time ago, or if you have never commercially cooked, it is a completely different game today than it was 20 years ago. It's a completely different game than it is in your home kitchen. Both of those things come with a sense of ease, a sense of easy. You're not dealing with people that you don't know. You're not dealing with certain foodborne illnesses that may be outside of the grasp of what you've done in the past. So there's a lot that you need to know. You know, at home we cook food and we eat it right then. Maybe a reheat the next day out of a refrigerator with a microwave. But in the food industry, it's not uncommon for me to be hot holding food for 4 to 6 hours, traveling with food, serving people who may have, you know, a sort of compromised immune system, being children, or maybe the elderly or something like that, doing institutional work for charities, fundraisers, those kind of things, all come with their sense of complications, and all can be handled in a simple food safety course. That being said, there's a couple out there that I recommend. ServSafe is the favorite for most of the nation. Most people that you run into in the public environment have done a ServSafe course, whether it's a food handler certificate or a manager certificate. I always recommend doing the highest one that you can possibly do. That's where the most information is. That's where the toughest tests are, and where you'll actually learn the information that you need to know to complete these courses. And they're not to mess around with. They're very, very important with what we do. The other one that I really like is the National Registry of Food Service Professionals, or the FSP certification. They do a couple different ones, but there's also a management level for them. That's the one I recommend. Now, the downside is these are going to cost you a couple $100s and maybe a day or two of your time to go to a class or a lecture series or something like that. If you're familiar with the industry and just have been away for a while, there's learn by book options and things like that for you as well. I'm going to link both of these two services below this video, so feel free to go check them out and see what it's all about. But that being said, even at a couple $100s, there's a payoff. So it's going to vary a little bit by health department to health department. But here in my community, we do a checklist to determine how hazardous or how potentially dangerous, what priority level your food service establishment is on. Now, you're already going to get knocked for being mobile. That's just part of it. But one of the things that will lessen your liability in the health department's eyes is having some sort of a food safety certification. With me, that was enough to knock me down from a high-level priority restaurant to a medium-level priority restaurant. In my town, that's a savings of over $200 a year just in my business license with the health department. So I think I paid $180, $200 to do a course that lasts for 5 years and is going to save me almost $200 every year on my business license. So you're going to return the benefits way, way greater. Second of all, when you do get inspected, you can ask the questions and understand the topics that you're being evaluated on and how safe you are, because you actually know the information that they're looking for and why you're looking for things. It's easy to memorize a temperature table. It's hard to understand why those temperatures are important, and the more you understand about them, the better off not only you are, but your business is, and the safer you look and the better you look to the community. First thing first, anytime somebody asks me, how do I start my restaurant operation, my catering operation, my food truck operation, you need to understand the business that you're in. I think of it this way, and this is what I'll leave you with. If you're going to be an electrician or a plumber, there's no way to get into that industry without knowing the codes, the inspection processes, and the things that are going to be checked on when you're doing those things. You know, nobody builds a house without having an inspected, licensed, insured, and bonded electrician come in and do that work for them. Food is no different, right? There's always a liability to your business, and being a person who understands the safety values of your food and knowing that you're serving it in a proper way at proper temperatures and standing behind that is valuable in your business and of utmost importance. So that's what I'm gonna leave you with today. If you're out there and you're looking for a way to start with food safety and understanding the business, how it differs from your home kitchen. That's where you're gonna figure things out. That's where you're gonna figure your facilities out and how to design things and what foods you can serve and how you can serve them. That's the starting process. Always excited to do these videos. Let me know what you think below. Like, comment, share, however you feel. If you're on YouTube, make sure you click subscribe down below. Get notified when these videos come out every Thursday. If you're seeing this on Facebook or another social media site, be sure to share it with your friends or others in the industry. Always good to talk to you guys, and we'll see you out there.